Have you ever wondered if Kotlin data classes can have more than one constructor? It's a great question, and one that many developers ask. Today, we're diving into this topic to clarify how constructors work in Kotlin data classes. I totally get it. When you're working with Kotlin, understanding how to structure your data classes is crucial. You're not alone in this confusion. Many developers have faced the same question. Here's the specific question we're addressing today. One user asked, is it possible to declare a second constructor for a Kotlin data class? This is a common scenario, especially when you want to create instances of your data class in different ways. So, what's the deal with constructors in Kotlin data classes? By default, a data class in Kotlin provides a primary constructor, but you can also define secondary constructors. This flexibility allows you to create instances in various ways, which can be really handy. And stick around. At the end of this video, I'll share a quick tip on how to effectively use constructors in your Kotlin projects. To answer the user's question, yes, a Kotlin data class can have more than one constructor. However, the primary constructor is the one that defines the properties of the data class. Next, the user can add a secondary constructor to the data class. This constructor can provide default values or additional ways to create an instance of the class. Now let's see how to create instances of the data class using both constructors. The user can create a user with just a name or with both name and age. Finally, the user should remember that while secondary constructors are useful, they should be used judiciously to maintain clarity in the code. Fun fact, Kotlin was designed to be fully interoperable with Java, which means you can use it alongside your existing Java code. How cool is that? Now let's look at the answers provided by other users. One alternative approach is to use the @JVM overloads annotation. This allows the Kotlin compiler to generate multiple constructors with default parameter values. For example, if you have a data class like user, you can define it with default values for email and password, enabling different ways to create instances. Let's check out another perspective from a different user. Yes, Kotlin data classes can have more than one constructor. This user shows us how to do it by defining a secondary constructor. The primary constructor must have at least one parameter, and the secondary constructor can call the primary one. Now, let's dive into a different answer from another user. Yes, Kotlin data classes can have multiple constructors. However, the primary constructor is special because the compiler automatically generates methods like equals, hashcode, and copy based on it. For example, if you add a gender property outside the primary constructor, it won't affect these generated methods. This means two instances with the same name and age but different genders will be considered equal. Here's that quick tip I promised. When using secondary constructors, always ensure that you call the primary constructor to avoid any unexpected behavior. And there you have it. You can indeed have more than one constructor in a Kotlin data class. Keep experimenting with your code, and if you found this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe for more Kotlin tips and tricks.